Hi and welcome to part 3 of our mini-series, and this is all about how you should set up your ads to optimize them for getting the best return on investment. And there's a way of doing this that is that just gets much better results than what a lot of people do. So let's jump in. First of all, let's talk about creative. In terms of or just what makes great ads. Great ads are the perfect match between two things, between your target audience and your creative. And really that's what you're looking to do. You're looking to essentially combine this target audience with creative that really hooks in your target audience. And so if you think about ads as kind of like a key, like you're fitting two you're fitting two things together, and that's where the magic happens. That's what you've really got to do. So you should start by thinking with your audience, like who are they? Are they mums with kids and they're trying to like work on their fitness? Are they some guys getting together to do stuff? What is this? What is your event about? Is it what is the demographic? Is it slightly older, slightly younger? It's sometimes not about age and gender either. It's about other things. But you just want to have an idea for who is our target audience for this event, and then you start creating your creative around that. And then in terms of like some rules around your ad creative, you make sure you want to communicate the hook clearly and simply and not get in the way. So a lot of the times I see just a lot of designers trying to fit so much into a small space that they've got a t-shirt in there and a calendar and a person running and whatever, and it's like lots of colors and branding, and really like it just looks like an ad. It looks like an ad, and it looks like it's being marketed to me, and the hook has been completely lost. And don't forget that hook is the simple premise that I'm actually interested in as a user. I want to jump into. Okay, so just make sure that less is more, okay, when it comes to your creative. And then you want to appeal to the audience you're looking to attract, which also, on the flip side, repels the audience you don't want. So, if it's a dog walking event, do you want lots of people who like cats in there? No, because that's just going to cause arguments in the group. So you just really want to like appealing to one audience is repelling another audience, and that's okay. You need to kind of like make a stand for what your event is about and make a stand for that. This is the audience and this is who we want, and we don't mind if that means that other people scroll past it. Okay, that's in fact that is going to be the strength of your creative. And then finally, you want to attract fundraisers, not just freebie seekers. So a lot of the creative right now is focused on like the merch you get, or like free this or free that. And what it's doing is it's actually attracting people that just want free stuff. Actually, what you want to do is embed in your creative, in your copy, and in there that this is like that people are going to. This is a fundraising event. You're going to be fundraising for this, because then you might have a slightly higher cost per lead, which is fine if you get more fundraisers, isn't it? So what you don't want to do is like get over focused on getting a low cost per lead, because what you'll do is you'll just attract people who aren't fundraisers into your challenge. And this, like, if you take one thing out of this particular video, it would be this. Okay, it's not about the number of different creatives you test. You'll hear a lot of people say that. They say the more creative you have, the better in terms of getting a better result. And that's actually not true. It's slightly different. It's about the number of very different creatives. That's where you get the gains. You're much better to have 3 incredibly different creatives to test about your challenge than you are to have 30 different creatives that aren't that different at all, if that makes sense. So, 3 very different creatives is better. So 1 video of someone doing something, 1 maybe animated treatment of something with bright colors, and then 1 slideshow or something else. Do you see what I mean? So very different. And that's where you're going to find one of those will really become the ad that makes sense. Now, if you can do 30 very different creatives, which is very hard to do, then that's even better. So the more very different creatives, the better. But it's all about the differences between your creative, not just the number you have. You want to really come up with different creative ideas of doing it. An unboxing video is very different to a still image of someone running. For example, that kind of thing. So you just want to see like a lot of different ideas thrown in there. And you also want to be aware of creative saturation. So I've just this is just just a few that I found right on my own newsfeed. they're all the same, pretty much. They're all like focused. They've all got a pair of shoes in there. Well, most of them have. You know, they've all got t-shirts. So we all just copy each other here, and so really, like as a user, I've seen so many of these. You need to find a way to get out. Now, obviously, these are great at getting cost per lead. I'm not sure how great they are at actually getting fundraisers, though, right? So I think, you know, I'd be thinking differently about my creative nowadays and trying to sort of zig when others zag and just be a little bit clever. You can still maybe do one that is about merch, but I would maybe think about a different way of doing that. Why does it all have to be the same? And so I'm going to finish this video with 5 tips for optimizing your ads from Danni. So Danni works with me at Burne Digital, and she's probably, I think, the best in the world at nonprofit Facebook ads. She's absolutely awesome. So these are the 5 things that she says to do with your ads. So we've talked about creative and getting that right. Now this is actually about like how you structure your ads. So what she does is she separates her ads into ad sets, and she will put a unique combination of audience and creative into one ad set. So she won't just put the same creative in every ad set. She'll actually match them up. So she'll say, okay, if it's dog walking, we're going to have, you know, women over the age of 50 as an audience, and we're going to serve them these 3 creative, and she's going to match them up. And then the second tip is that she wouldn't just focus on getting cost per lead. What you want to do is analyze each ad set, which is getting the most fundraisers, not the most cost per lead. If you don't know how to do that, we have tools to help you do that. So just reach out to us. But essentially, you don't want to obsess with cost per lead, which is what Facebook's optimizing for. You actually want to know which of the ad sets, these ad audience and creative combinations, are actually getting the best fundraisers. And then third thing is you want to make sure your budget is not campaign level budget, but is actually at the ad set level, so you can optimize. Each ad set depending on which one is better. At the moment, a lot of people are just setting campaign level budget, and then Facebook is just serving the lowest cost per lead, the ones that are driving the lowest cost per lead, which are often the worst people for your event, and then that's where like you're kind of getting time wasters into your event. Number 4 is you want to make sure the budget per ad set is large enough to theoretically recruit 2 or more active fundraisers a day. So don't spread your budget thin across lots of ad sets. Make sure you don't have too many ad sets, and that you're getting at least 2 fundraisers a day through those ad sets, 2 active fundraisers a day. And then what you can do is optimize your campaign. So you're going to actually, and it might not be you, it might be your agency, and you're passing these tips on to your agency. We're happy to, we work with 25 agency partners, and we help them with sharing best performance. So, or it could be your in-house team, whichever it is. Or if you need help, you know, talk to us. We can refer you to one of our partners. But essentially, you want to deactivate the ad sets that have the worst overall performance, and then slowly you want to increase the budgets on the best performing ad sets. And this is how you get extreme results. So if you just set it up as like any audiences with all your creative, and you don't think about it, and then you do campaign level budgeting, Facebook's just going to go and get you a load of people who are low cost per lead but low quality. Doing it this way, having it all done with an audience and creative match into one ad set, and optimizing that for fundraisers, and maybe spending a little bit more cost per lead, is going to get you insane return on ad spend at the end of the day, because you're not judging you don't want to judge it on cost per lead. You actually want to judge it on return on ad spend. So these are the 5 top tips, and Danni is the best in the world. So these are going to get you the top results. And some of our agencies that are working with Danni's helping them. They're getting like 13 to 1 return on ad spend and things. So you really want to dial into this. Talk to us, and we know that ads. Sometimes this is where some of our customers basically work with amazing agencies and get great results. Those that don't, if you know where your campaign can go wrong around ads, and so we know how challenging that is for you. So do come and talk to us at GivePanel. We can refer you to one of our expert partners, refer you to Danni as well, and she can take you through this method if you need. Thanks.